Right then, it's Sagittarius season and we're going to do a read for that. So from on or around the 22nd of November to on or around the 22nd of December is covered. It's also anywhere you have Sagittarius in your chart. So concentrate on that area. I have posted the free natal chart before and I will post it after this so you can find out exactly where it is in your chart. And that area is what we'll be concentrating on. So dealing out the cards is going to take a while, so fast forward if you want to. As usual, I may get some messages, but don't count on it. So it doesn't really matter if you go back to the beginning and look at that after the read. So we've got all 12 signs there. And we will begin. What do we know for Sagittarius season, please, Spirit? Any messages you need to give us for this time? It's quite a favourite deck of mine, what Mum got me, and they've been laminated, so they are a bit awkward. Oh, so here we go. If that comes out, we'll know. What do we need to know, Spirit, please? Just a minute. Just one card, Spirit, please. Thank you. I am getting downloads, but I'm afraid it's a name I know. I will say it anyway, but it is probably some message for me, and I'm not really allowed to know what's going on, so, but Tony is mentioned. So if you know Tony, that doesn't negate the fact it could still be for you. It's just that I don't usually say when I know the name, because it's hard to tell who or what it is about. When they show me family, it's usually to show me an energy. So Tony was my brother that passed, for those that know. So that's one out the way. I should have started at the other end, shouldn't I, like I normally do. I want it to be obtuse. So there it is, Sagittarius energy. So Sag, what do we need to know? There's your significator, it's the Temperance, and it's the right way up. So it means you're being very balanced. patient. Looks like you're going to need your patience as well. The only other sign we've got in here is a Leo. So you may be dealing with a Leo. If not, it's wherever Leo is in your chart is also involved in this situation. So there are messages and offers of love, the coming arrival of something. Those born 1966, plus or minus 12, February to February. Pisces is mentioned, but it's a water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's about the emotions. Something's coming towards you, offers messages of an emotional nature that are further on than the beginning, but not as committed as they should be. There may be issues with legacies. It is not time to sit on your laurels and do nothing. You need to take action. The approach of a novelty is about to take place, and you must not listen to other people or take advice from people you wouldn't want to be. There will be people sticking their nose into your business. So you have to be strong and express yourself calmly and positively with patience. You may be fighting demons within and without yourself, or you may be trying to control a situation, possibly to do with a Leo. You are in control, whether you'll think it or not, and it's issues with the heart and back. If it's health issues, they're healing. If it's emotional issues with expressing yourself, will heal you. Those born on the 8th or the 26th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. So the 26th of this month may be important. We also have Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, female, a good friend, a friendly energy. However, she is now unreliable and unpredictable. This is sometimes a mother energy. It could be a woman in uniform. It could be a woman of darker complexion. She likes the finer things in life. And she may be a Leo, Virgo, cusper. But she is not to be relied on, especially in finances. Within the home, there could be financial problems, especially to do with theft or dishonesty. And it could be again about this legacy. Someone may be stealing your legacy. There is a crumbling of the family unit. The security is not there. The stability is not there. Bad news is arriving, and possibly problems with finances, career, children, people in uniform. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, younger energy. So, we're going to go around again. So it's news of an emotional nature. You are strong enough to get through this. Don't listen to other people, and be patient and understanding. Yeah, don't compare yourself to others. I've told you before, that brings you no comfort. You're not on the same journey. You're not meant to reach things at the same time as everybody else. And it doesn't mean that you have to shut yourself off from others. Again, we have this Leo. It is a strong energy, and it is something I think you're going to have to battle. I was born on the 8th or the 26th, and an Aries energy. So there is no possibility of a new beginning, I'm afraid, because no action is being taken. Somebody's in denial about a decision that needs to be made, either protecting their heart or protecting others, or that they don't have the facts needed, they believe, to make a decision. This is about control. Somebody wants to control this. There is a successful man, a dominant man, or someone born on the 4th or the 31st that carries those traits. Aries energy, which rules the head, the face, the image, and new beginnings. So, this is about self-worth and having the courage and strength to end something. Or there may be a passing where a legacy is coming to you, but you have to be careful that you don't have it stolen from you, someone stabbing you in the back. Too many. Yeah. You cannot do this alone. Somebody is juggling either people, situations, places, money, jobs, finances, whatever it is, and someone is going to drop the ball if they're not careful. You cannot keep juggling those balls in the air forever. Your arms will get tired and one of them is going to drop. So stop sitting on the fence and walking on eggshells and be you. Take back control of your life, but don't try to control others. There is no doubt about this, you have enemies. At the bottom of the deck, we have the enemy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but not necessarily that. It is just fast-moving communication coming in that you don't like. And you may need to seek professional advice about this, either in health, physical or mental, or spiritual, or in legal matters. So a male doctor, priest, or lawyer may be involved in this somewhere. Sounds to me like an inheritance of some kind that someone is trying to steal. And you need to find balance in this situation, because your card upright is balance and patience, and this is trying to find the balance. Yeah, again, we have the messenger. News is coming. The puma or the lemur, I'm not sure what that is. The lynx, sorry, it does say on it, is the animal totem, as is the wren, the page of arrows. So somebody needs to cut through the bullshit, get to the point and find clarity in this situation. The truth must be told. Someone's refusing to accept there is an issue at all, and there will be a need to walk away for a rebirth to take place. So where there's a death, there's an ending always. Yes, there will be a dropping of one of these discs. So things are not what they seem. If it looks good, it isn't, and if it looks bad, it's not as bad as you think. Again, the Four of Arrows. There is no time to sit around and rest on your laurels. Some action needs to be taken for you to be able to be at peace. Yeah, there's no reciprocity in this situation. There's no give and take, which is what the daily read said. So you have to sit back and see who gives to you. Instead of giving, learn to receive. And if you know, if you've done your shadow work and you've realised that you actually take a lot from people and don't give much back, then it's time to rectify that, or you will regret it. We're going to use the Goddess, the Aboriginal deck. And I'm going to pull a wild card for this. And I think we'll also do the dice, just to bring it all together. I'm very grateful for your patience with me while I've been unwell, and I mean that a lot. So thank you for staying with me. And there it is. Number 33, the 9th house of faith. You need to have faith in yourself as well as others. So we shall read that. And we found the goddess card. One card. Spirit, please. The goddess energy. Merlin. So you see, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You may have to be a mediator in this situation, Sagittarius. So it may not be your issue. It may be someone else's issue, where someone's walking away and you've got to make sure that it's, when they do, that it's done amicably. Don't lose your faith. If you're torn between two people such as this, can you see? This person is in the middle. And one is saying they're good and the other one's saying they're good. But in the middle, she knows that they're both good people. They're just not good for each other. And that may be you, Sagittarius, sat in the middle trying to make this a truce. It's not going to happen. These are warring factions. And you have somehow got in the middle of this. So there is no chance of a truce. And you have to accept that now and see what you can salvage from the rubble. So make sure that these people are both understood and heard. So Merlin is a very old soul who has lived many human lives and is known to be the reincarnation of Taliesin, the greatest wizard that ever lived. Most importantly, Merlin is known and respected for his prophetic powers. He was a wise man beyond that of any human, and his wisdom came from memories of past and insights into the future. He worked at one with the universal energies and worshipped the goddess, yet respected the fact that his was not the only belief practiced during this time. He was also gracious and humble, and his respect for other humans often meant that he was called to become a mediator in a dispute. So, if you have found yourself in a position as mediator, you have found yourself in a position as mediator. However, unlike Merlin, you are unhappy with this responsibility, which has been forced upon you. The people surrounding you know your ability and respect others and bring insight and calm to most situations. Don't be afraid to take on this responsibility because it is a sign of respect from those around you. Deal with the situation using the wisdom which is yours and trust in your ability to ensure all sides are represented fairly. It will become evident that the entire situation was a simple misunderstanding, and information that each assumed the other party had was simply that, an assumption, because they don't communicate. As the dispute is settled, all parties will leave feeling they have won, which will result in a newfound confidence in yourself and your abilities to no longer shy away from similar situations. But I believe this is a more dire situation than that, and you are going to have to tell them to go and get professional advice. That it's not fair for you to be in the middle of this, and that whilst you understand someone is unhappy with this decision that's being made, it's for the best. So let's see what the faith card is. Abundance comes your way eventually. The Three of Wands, patience. What did I say about patience? Patience is your energy. The right way up, you can be very patient. So we travel, some of us forever, to seek other states, other lives, other souls. For you, obstacles are being lifted. For us all, obstacles are being lifted in Sagittarius energy. This is the house of Jupiter. And funny enough, the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. Full circle, perfect. This area of the traditional horoscope wheel is the house of travel, philosophy, hard-mindedness, and also religion. The 9th house represents a search for meaning through established structures. Things do not to do with governments and religions may come about whenever the 9th house is included. So as a wider perspective, this could also be a knock-on effect in the world stage. So governments and religions. Destiny, fate and karma all come into play, as well as your view of what spirit may or may not be. It is the house of erudite knowledge, higher learning, lawyers, what did I say, doctors and astrologers. It is most definitely of the higher mind and our need to unite with something greater. In this way, the 9th house represents churches and schools, especially ones that are old, established and scholarly. Since it opposes the 3rd house of communication and writing, the 9th house represents publishing and influences through the written word, so be very careful what you read and believe. It speaks of forum for writing, for written ideas and concepts, also joining a reputable literacy world. So this house is important in the charts of writers or anyone who wishes to bring their ideas in to the forum. So be very careful what you take in as information and what you write or speak. It is the house of open ranges and journeying for opportunity. It's about esoteric matters like psychics, psychic fairs, the New Age, counterculture gatherings, or places where offbeat people gather together for visionary cause. So listen to the psychics, listen to the visionaries, listen to the astrologers. It also represents the relevance of obtaining psychic information. The Rosicrucians, an esoteric organisation based on ancient structures, are symbolised by the 9th house. With this card, it is time to consider your pending plans and broadest terms. It means you will have to go outside of your ordinary life to achieve your goals, so you may have to walk away. Long distance travel, journeys and voyages to unknown places may figure in regarding your question. The 9th house is the house of explorers and pilgrims, so you may be exploring inwardly or outwardly. Where there is a quest and a destination. It is where we seek guidance and understanding. The possibility of returning to school and furthering your education is likely in the near future. The most mundane meaning behind the 9th house card is travelling to distant places, which will seem very, very alien to most people at this minute. So sometime in this Sagittarius energy, we will be travelling. Usually, when this card appears, the reason is for knowledge or for broadening your understanding. There will be desire to visit places of arcane wisdom and knowledge where you can expect history behind the area to be very well documented. The journey will be an uncharted one of deep or mysterious exploration. Scriptures or religious books may figure in. There will be a longing to connect with something greater than yourself. Occasionally, this card indicates a temporary disconnect from close family, where you depart from your known life into another one. So, walking away You will be a pilgrim or a seeker of knowledge. The Church of Rome is represented by the 9th house and also represents alternative religions like modern paganism, Wicca, and Asutra, and so on. If your question is about love, one or the other person needs freedom. There won't be any commitment anytime soon. In short, this card indicates that you are about to depart on an important journey. It may be an outward voyage or it may be an inward excursion. Either way, you will be changed through the process. This card has to do with what has been tried and tested, what's not working, and what's already established. No matter how expansive or broad-minded, it will be rooted in traditional. So patience will be needed. Watch out for what you hear, see, and read in the media. Publishing, long-distance travel, education, indoctrination, churches, divination, and astrology. So look for the alternative view. That was very interesting and they did very well. Thanks. Oh, 1 minute. I did say I was going to do the dice, didn't I? So we might as well, before I turn the camera off, because you've been so good to me when I needed you to be. So there we go. 7th house and Gemini, so communication. And the planet is Saturn. So unusually slow but deeply serious thought process, so patience. A restricted speech pattern. Communication may be inhibited or disabled, which is why this then could be blocked communication. So it's not going to be easy to communicate. And it's 7th house. About marriage. It's about Libra, the loins and the marital home. So it could be that someone has to mediate within the family or within a marriage. It may be that you are the child that has to mediate between the parents to find some sort of peace. So, but someone needs to walk away. And if they need to walk away, that is their soul journey. It is not a reflection on you or anyone else. So, I hope that helped you all, because in some way this energy is going to touch us all. It could be you being the person in the middle, you be one or the other of the people in the situation. But seriously, look for professional advice. This is not going to go away. Thanks for listening.